Good evening and welcome to episode 3 of food. This is episode 1 of the preparation of the roti stew. As you can see here, I've been cooking for at least like 10 minutes now. Some tomato, some red onion and garlic. I first heated up the oil, vegetable oil. Then I fried the garlic and the red onion for at least like a minute. Then I added the tomatoes to it, but I cut it like in squares. You let that cook for at least 10 minutes or so until it really becomes watery like a stew. Then afterwards, after that is done, you can add some long beans to it. And of course, I've also added some vegetable seasoning in the meanwhile. You just stir it all together. Make sure it's everything is properly mixed. And what you can choose to do now is to add the chicken, the boiled chicken, you can add to it, as you can see here. You just add it all, even with the juice, so that it can make more of a sauce. And normally, well, I don't really use that much water on the sauce, because it's, yeah, roti sauce you always have to make like in between, not too watery but also not too dry. So in this case, I won't use all the sauce of the chicken, just half of it, just to make it more stew-like. Okay. After that's done, you just stir it all together. And I also always taste the food, of course, in the meanwhile, just to make sure that everything is well tasted. I learned to make this meal from a friend of mine from Suriname. So, of course, I'm not making the original one. I'm just making it the way I learned it. But I love it. And it's a very delicious dish. Well, I'm gonna taste it now a little to see if it tastes well. Yeah. Well, you can always pour more pepper to it if it's not hot enough. Well, for now, I'm going to add the last ingredient, the finishing touch. And that's the masala. This is a meal for at least 4 people, because someone asked me to make it for them, so yeah, it's a nice challenge, and I thought it was going to be a nice idea to share it also. So 3 tablespoons should be enough. And you mix it all together, because masala has a very strong taste. So you don't want your food to be tasting too much like masala, but you don't want it to be too heavy. So that's why not much is needed. Just a little bit is more than enough. And you stir everything together. You let it at least stay like this for, well, the next 10 to 15 minutes. I love it already. And as last finishing touch, you put some potatoes on it. And you let it all cook together. Voila. Bon appetit.